I've been trying to become more acquainted with silence lately. Other day I woke up. You could hear the sky. It was so silent. And I thought I heard like a familiar noise to the point where I went and woke up my girlfriend who was in a dead sleep. Right, which by the way, I was going to be deceased. So, opposites attract. And I literally go, "Hey, did you say something?" Now, as I was saying that, what I figured out what that noise was, it was my thoughts. I could hear them for the first time. And they were reaching out to try and say, "Don't do what you're doing." If I really want to, walk into that level of hornet's nest, usually I'll just go and crush a graham cracker into the floor and just wait for the ensuing fire. It's because there was a time where I've dabbled in the black arts. That's right, I'm talking about underwater basket weaving. It's exactly what you're trying not to picture. It's me underwater trying to put together a basket. The skill is about as useful, right, as trying to wash your entire car using that mop thing at a gas station. I've been waiting for a little rain to do the old once over. Now I gauge how dirty my car is by waiting for a beam of light to be unable to penetrate the layer of dust, insect, and, maybe the scrappings of bird to really let me know I can't see. Oh, I've missed my exit so many times, and out here, you miss an exit, you're in a different state. I get so turned around, I'll get that phone call. "Hey, where are you at?" Earth? I think. I don't know. I made a U-turn. I have just enough ambition to try and carry all the bags of groceries at one time inside. It almost, you're trying. I'm trying to open up a handle with my teeth, and someone's like, "Hey, you need a little help?" And then I try and do a handstand. "No, I got it." As soon as I finish my feat of strength, I always think I deserve a treat, so I go for a donut. I've never eaten one donut a day in my life. Like I've tried so many times. I got a dozen recently, and like a beaver, I built a dam, like an impenetrable fortress, to both allow me to acquire but conceal from visitor spectators what was about to happen. It's also kind of meant as a deterrent. Maybe I'd not eat them all if they were difficult to get. So they're up in the cabinet. And a dozen times, imagine the psychosis. Look both ways like I'm crossing a street to the emptiness of my space. Run over, grab one, devour it as if it was my next breath of air. And before I knew it, they were gone. I ate those donuts so fast. It was the only time where I was like, "Okay, that's it. I'm never eating those again. Like, I'm tapped out." And then I go and open up a cupboard. Do we still have those? And I go, "Ooh, piece of candy." I recently got an eye exam, and I it was so obvious what was wrong with me, it dumbfounded the doc. He was like, "So you cannot see." Go on. No, no, you cannot see. I've covered that one. And then he looks at, his little sheet as if to gain more crucial knowledge that he hasn't gleaned from before. One time that happened, I was young. And they go, I thought you had a tumor, but you're good. Have a nice day. You should always take a glance at your parents in those moments. Because you'll see one who looks like they've seen their own ghost, like travel back in time to that exact moment and stare at them as if to acknowledge. So they're having a moment. The other, your father, who looks like a lion chasing a gazelle across the open plains. I mean, the look of sure dumbfounded confidence with like some inner dialogue of like, of course, I'm a great tracker. I knew that I would catch this beast as long as I stayed on its heel. And sure enough, and then it'll like all of a sudden like turn and wink. It's a power move. My father instantly goes, I knew it the whole time. Doc gave me a look. We synced up. Cleared up the whole thing. I go, will someone put me in that dumpster with the spinning lights? Somebody heard that and was like, that guy needs to be checked out. A sibling of mine goes, nothing fun ever happens to me. I was bested by cheese, like the when the single cheese that's got the plastic airtight, so tight that you don't know where the cheese or the plastic begins. Nothing will question your very human existence by being bested by whatever concept this is. The amount of force I applied to this cheese, I melted the cheese. And that definitely formulated a new compound, but the efforts to get the delectable treat, I don't know if it was worth it. I couldn't tell you a single thing about a car. I could probably say something that sounded mechanical, manifold. However, when I pop a tire, the sound is so familiar, I can taste it. And every time you bring in, you can't just buy one tire, right? Because apparently it's a set, and it'll balance out. But they always give you the price of the one tire, which is significantly less than the two tires. It's like when you go to a place and like 2 drink minimum. Why? Well, you got 2 hands. That's fair. Because one tire will, just decimate my finances. But 2 tires will incinerate what was the kindling of my finances. So really, I'm always like, well, can we just put one on and maybe throw the other one on with some gum? I mean, tires won't know. Let me just get to one more destination. Home. And with that, I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys so much. Until next time. Bye-bye.